going on, guys? So today I'm gonna be doing Morimoto's LED switchbacks SB XPS. I think that's what they are, 3.0, the 6-inch strips switchbacks, and I'm gonna be installing them in this eBay towing mirrors that are similar to the OEM ones that I'm custom made the wiring thingy, my thingy. Anyways, to remove this piece, the way I did it, I push this back, push this up. I stick my hand in there pretty far towards the middle, pry it off, and it should come off. It's only being held by some plastic tabs, so I'm gonna do that. The bottom one as well. Once you get this one off, you push it to the bottom, and then you'll be able to stick your fingers in there and pull it out as well. So let me try this. Alright, once you get it off, you want to undo your turn signal wires, the red and black, and then the heated, they just pull off, so undo those. Then the bottom one, push it down, stick your fingers back there, and it pops off just like that. Now there's 4 screws holding this piece together on the bottom, 2 there, and once you remove it, there's 2 wires for the backup lights. Next thing you want to do is remove the power wires going into the clearance lights. They just pull out, and then you got 2 screws holding it in place down here and up there. And make sure you extend your mirrors for this next part, and your mirror caps might come off after you remove this screws. So just make sure to be ready to catch them. Alright guys, once you got the lens off of your vehicle, it's kind of iffy to open them. I don't bake them. You don't have to bake them because they're kind of sealed on with a different type of, I don't know what it is, but you got to be very careful, it might chip off. I already did this side, and I started off on this top corner, which was the easiest one. I put in a flathead screwdriver and slowly was pulling my way around it. You guys can see where it kind of broke off in some spots, but it's not damaged. So you want to do that first. This will pop off. Your LEDs are going to be in on the back side of this. My bad. Then this piece also kind of pops off. It's held by some little tabs on there. And let me see if I can. There it goes. And it pops off, and then you have your LEDs in there glued up. So those, you gotta get rid of those. Put this back together like so. Wait for the freaking mail to bring your Morimoto's LED switchbacks. Anyways, so I'm gonna do this one. I'll show you guys. Alright, so this second one didn't come out as clean as the first one. It was really on there, so I had to drum mold all around the edges. So now I'm gonna clean it up, clean up all the pieces, and wait for my lights to get here and install them. Alright guys, so they finally arrived freaking late, like at 7 p.m. I'm testing them now. It seems to be working. So I'm gonna put this ones in there, and then I'll show you guys how I'm gonna hook this ones up into the truck. Alright guys, so what y'all want to do is make a hole, 2 holes here and here, and the correct bit size, it's 5, what was it, hold on, it's 5/16. You guys can see that, but that's the perfect size for this LED strips to go in through there. So make 2 holes in there, and this is what you'll end up with. Very snug. They just barely fit in there, and this is what the LEDs will come out to. And then peel the tape and put it on, and this is what it end up looking like. And then put your cover back, seal it however you're gonna seal it. I'm gonna use some I'm thinking I'm gonna use some of that window sealer, and then and put them back together. Very little wiring on them. Very small wires. This is at the control that controls them. This will make it go switchback, turn amber or white, and then I'm gonna put this one's on the mirror. So so I'm gonna drill this one, put the LEDs, assemble the stuff back together, and then we'll go to the mirror side. Let me show you guys. You're gonna push in the LEDs to the back side because the plug at the end of this wires is bigger than that hole, but this hole is the perfect size for the LED. So you're gonna push it into this side all the way to where you need it, peel the tape, and tape it exactly how you want it. Alright guys, check it out. So I cut my wires that were for my turn signal where I had my little setup, this little diode resistor setup I had made. So I cut it there. I tapped my well, first of all, this is where I put both of the little control thingies, and 3M taped them one back to back to each other, and then 3M taped them to this little pocket that I have here. And so I put my amber wire going into the turn signal, my running light to the running light, and that's what you need. And then the running light had a ground, so that's where I also got the ground from. And I already so they're hooked up. Let me show you guys. You guys can see that. So now I gotta I'm gonna solder that stuff together, and then I'm gonna go and do the other side. Alright guys, let me show you. Zip tied all my stuff to the original wire. Got my little ballast looking things over here. I got left enough slack for my lines that are gonna go on there, and now I'm gonna put the cover back on, the lenses, the glass, and I'll show you guys when it's all done. Alright guys, check it out. I got it all finished up. You guys can see them. That looks pretty badass. The reverse still works. Turn signal still works. On the other side, see that turn signal flashing. So everything's Gucci. Man, these things are freaking bright. You guys can see that. That looks pretty cool. So there you guys have it. That's my tutorial on how to install switchbacks. Morimoto switchbacks. Musically minded.